Welcome to Braille Institute. Now we are discussing the Bernoulli distributions. What is the Bernoulli distribution and what is the Bernoulli trials? So we can start with some example. We have an experiment. So any probability distributions, we have some experiment. So after the experiment, we get in the outcome. So in Bernoulli's trials, after this experiment, we get the outcome. In this outcome have only two options. One is the success and other is failure. So we have two outcomes. That one outcome is the success, other is the failure. So this types of distribution is called the Bernoulli distribution. We can check the example. Coin. One coin I tossed. I tossed it one times. So what will be my outcomes? My outcomes may be my sample space. I can write my sample space will be, I can write my sample space S is equal to head or tail. So now my sample space is my outcome. This is my outcome. What are the possibilities? My sample space will be head or tails. So X I defined, it is a head. I defined X is equal to, my random variable X is equal to head. That is my success. Head is my success. So I defined the X is equal to, X I defined, it is a head. If it is a head, then I can call it is a success. So I have two outcomes. One is head, other is tail. So my random variable I defined, if it is head, that is probability. What is the probability of its become head? I can call it is a success trial. If it is head, that you can call as a success. And what is my probability is equal to 1/2. I have two options, head or tails. So that probability will be 1/2. If I get a tail, then I will call it is a failure. So what is my probability? 1 minus P, that is a 1 minus 1/2 is equal to 1/2. So in this example, I tossed a coin. So I have what are the possible outcomes, head or tail. I defined my random variables. I called the success means it is become head. If it is a head, it is success. So my outcomes, I checked my outcomes. So outcome is head or tail. So I called this head is success. So what is the probability of become head? It is probability is equal to 1/2. What is my probability of getting fail? Failure is equal to 1 minus P is equal to this one. So this success will call, sometime will random variable X is equal to 1 and failure will write random variable X is equal to 0. We can check some other example. What is the success and failures? So dice. I will take a dice. So second example, it is a dice. What is the particularity of dice? We know that dice have the 6 face, and one face will be 1 dots, and other face will be 2 dots, and other face will be 3 dots, and other face will be 4 dots and 5 dots and 6 dots. Somewhere it is 6 dots. So we have dice. We are throwing the dice. So this dice I throwed this dice. Then what will happen? My sample space will be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. I have my sample space. This may be 1 dot is coming under the top of the dice. Then I can call my score is 1, and 2, number 2 is getting, then my score is 2. This 3 dots is coming in the top, my score is 3. 4 dots means is 4, 5 dots means 5, and 6 dots is equal to 6. And what is my probability? My probability is equal to, what is my probability of getting 1? If I throw out this dice, what is my probability of getting 1? I have a 6 options, that also equal probability. So I can write it is a 1/6. This is also 1/6. If I get a 2, that also a 1/6. And this also 3 also 1/6, 4 also 1/6. So equal probability, it is equal probability for getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 6. Now my dice I'm throwing. I defined, so I get the outcome. I'm getting the outcome. Outcome may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. But I defined my x is a random variable. Outcome will be a 6. Outcome, if it is a 6, that is a success. My success throw means if it is get a 6, that is my success. So this outcome have two possibilities. One is 6, other is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. These all possibilities are failures. My success is 6, so this is the success. So what is your probability? P is equal to, my success is equal to 1 by 6. What is the possibility of getting, probability of getting 6? It is a 1 by 6. So what is my failure? 1 minus P. So that is equal to 1 minus 1 by 6. So it is a 5 by 6. So if I throw the dice and I defined my success is the 6. If getting the top of the dice is 6, means it is a probability of success is 1 by 6. And what is my probability of failure? That will be a 5 by 6. So this types of distribution is called the Bernoulli's distribution. So what is my distribution? I can write my distribution probability of S is equal to S, that I call the distribution. The distribution is equal to P raised to X and 1 minus P raised to 1 minus X. And this X value will be 0. And x, what are the possibilities for the x? X is equal to 0 and 1. If it is x is equal to 1, if I can check x is equal to 1, then I call it is a success. I call it is a success. Then what will be the x is equal to 1? What will be value? P raised to 1, 1 minus P raised to 1 minus 1. So this is become 0. So this is become 0. And this one is become 1. So I got the P. So if it is a h is equal to 1, it is success. I can write it as a P. If x is equal to 0, it is a failure. I am calling it is a failure. Then we can see P raised to 0 and 1 minus P raised to 1 minus 0. So what is the probability of getting 0? So this one is a 1 minus P raised to 0. It is become 1. And 1 minus P raised to 1 minus 0, this is 1 minus P. So this is become 1 minus P. So we can take a bracket. So I can write it is a 1 minus P. 1 minus P. So my probability distribution, P raised to X 1 minus P all raised to 1 minus X. So if it is a success, I can call S is equal to 1. I have only two values. X for the X is equal to only 0 or 1. And what is the probability of P? P will be 0 less than P or less than 1. P values will come between the 0 to 1. So S is equal to 1, I call it is a success. Success I call it H is equal to 1, it is P. And H is equal to 0, I call it a failure, it is a 1 minus P. This outcome will be success or failure. So this types of distribution is called the Bernoulli's distribution. We can check some other example. Once in the basketball shooting. So what will be the possibilities for the basketball shooting? So many players are there for the playing the basketball. Basketball has so many players are there. So they are placing the ball, they are putting in the net. This is a net. So they are putting the ball into the net. So they are shooting this ball. This ball they are shooting into this net. So what is the possibility of it is thrown to the net is falling to this net? It is a 0.6 possibility of success. Success into the success possibility. We can write like that. So this is a net. What is the success? Success possibility is 0.6. So what is the possibility of failure? So miss the ball is not falling into the basket. So what is the possibility of the ball is not falling into the basket? So they are saying that this basketball playing, if you are shoot the ball into the basket, then this is a success is equal to 0.6. Then we can define this is a success. Outcome will be success and failure. So my outcome will be success or failure. My success I defined it is 0.6. I defined this basketball is falling into the basket. It's a success is 0.6. So what will be my failure? Failure will be 1 minus p. So it is 1 minus 0.6 is equal to 0.4. That will be my failure. And then sometime they will ask what is the mean of the distribution. So mean is equal to p. This is same as my success value. So mean is equal to p is a 0.6. Mean is equal to p, and what will be the variance? Variance is equal to p into 1 minus p. This both value will be available in our table. So p into 1 minus p. So this is 0.6 into 0.4. So this is 0.24. So probability distribution, Bernoulli's trials. So we can call this is a Bernoulli's trials only success and failure. So success will be 0.6. So p defined is 0.6. Though so failure is equal to 0.4. And we find out what is the mean. Mean value is equal to what is the success value. So p, and variance is equal to p into 1 minus p. So this is 0.6 into 0.4, so 0.24. We no need to find out what is the steps how to find out variance p into 1 minus p. So we got the p into 1 minus p is equal to 0.24. Then next, what is a Bernoulli's trial? How to define the Bernoulli's trial? So Bernoulli's trial, we studied the Bernoulli's trial. There is a success, failure, and how to define whether it is a Bernoulli's trial or not. What are the particularity for the Bernoulli's trials? So we can check through this some example. We'll understand what is a Bernoulli's trial and what is not a Bernoulli's trial. First example, we have one basket. In this basket, we have some balls, some red balls and black balls. You can write red and blue balls. So these are the red balls. Ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, ball 4, ball 5. So I have 5 red balls and I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black balls. These are the red balls and I have a black balls. Now see, I have a 5 red balls and 5 black balls. So in this basket, I have a 10 balls. See, I have a 10 balls in this basket. One ball is falling from this basket. So this we are checking whether it is a Bernoulli's trial or not. So in first trial, one ball is falling from this basket. So once it's falling from this basket, I defined the random variable. It should be a red. My random variable is red. That is my success. I defined my random variable. It's become S is equal to 1 means it is a red ball. Then that one is my success. So what are the probability of P? It is become red. Probability of P, it is become red. What is the probability of P? It is become red. It is a 5 balls are there, total 10 balls. So total 10 balls, out of 10, 5 are red balls. So my possibilities are 5 by 10. In the first trial, so my first trial, or whatever may be my first trial, what is the probability of getting red? It is a 5 by 10. And what is probability of getting black? That is my failure. Probability of failure. Failure means it is a black balls. So what is the probability? That is a 1 minus 5 by 10. So that is also same 5 by 10. Getting the black balls. Same way, getting the same probability for the black balls. In first trial, I got the red balls. So first trial, I got the, what is the my probability of red? It is equal to 5 by 10, and the probability of black, it is equal to failure. This is a success and this is a failure. This is equal to 5 by 10. In first trial, these are the possibilities. My success will be 5 by 10, my failure will be 5 by 10. This ball I replaced again. So I have a replacement. replacement. I replaced this ball again to the basket. So if I get a red, there is a possibility 5 by 10, and what is a failure possibility also 5 by 10. So I this one ball is fall here. So if I get a red ball is got here, and what is the possibility is 5 by 10. If I get a black balls, it is a possibility 5 by 10. But in this red ball, I kept again here. So that is a replacement. I kept again here. So I kept again this red ball here. Now this is a first trial. Now it is a second trial. Now it is a second trial. Second trial, I again I'm taking the one ball from here. What will be possibility? Same probability, that you can call probability of red is 5 by 10. Again probability of black ball is 5 by 10. You see, because I kept this ball again here, that you can call is with the replacement. I kept in the basket again, and I'm taking one more ball from here, or one ball is falling from the basket. Again this same probability. You see, red ball also same probability, black ball also same probability. So what are the trials we have done? We can check in this trial, Bernoulli's trial, there will be a success or failure. Failure. S is equal to 1 is success, S is equal to 0, we are calling the failure. So another one, second trial, another possibilities. What are the possibilities in next trial? There is a probabilities are equal. For sales, probability of success and failure, probabilities are same for all trial, same for all trial. You see, third trial, what happened? This time I got the red ball. In second trial I got the red ball. So this red ball is, I got the black ball. I got the black ball in second trial, and I kept this ball again here. Again this ball I keep it here, because of with the replacement option I kept here. So what will be third time? So one ball is getting from here. This is a probability of red is equal to 5 by 10, and what is the probability of black is equal to same 5 by 10. So all the case, this is probability of success or failure have the same probability. There is no change. And these trials, we can say it is a independent and identical. These trials are independent with these trials, and we getting the same probability in each trial. If you are in the fourth trial, will be also same probability. So we can call it is each trials are independent. This trials is not depending this trials. This trials is not depending this trials. Any trials we get in the same probability of success or same probability of failure. So it is independent, identical, and this probability of success and failure is the same for all the trials. There is no change. So this types of trial we can call it is a Bernoulli's trial. And how it is you can check whether it is Bernoulli's or not. So we can check with other example. We'll understand whether it is a Bernoulli's trial or not. Same basket I am taking. I have 5 balls and 5 red balls. In this case, first trial, what is my possibility? 5 by 10 and 5 by 10 black balls. And next, so I got the first trial, I received the red ball. I got the red ball. In this first trial, I got the red ball. So this red ball only fall down, and I'm not replacing this red ball. Without replacement, you can see, without replacement, that means this red ball I kept in outside. I'm taking one more ball from this basket. This basket I'm taking one more ball. This ball I kept in outside, and again I'm taking one more ball. So what will be the probability of getting red ball, and what is the probability of getting black ball? You check. In second trial, this red ball I'm not replaced here. Now I'm taking one more ball. Then what is the probability of red ball? This is here, it is only 4 ball out of 9 balls. So our probability is 4 by 9. And what is the probability of getting black ball? It is a 5 by 9. You see, Here now is only 4 balls. Here it's also 5 black balls are there. So there is a more probability getting black balls. This probability was 5 by 10. First probability. This probability is changed. And third trial. So this time we got again red ball. You see, this time in second trial we got the red ball. So this red ball also we removed. So one more red ball is came out, and I am in the option of without replacement. I am not replacing this red ball here. So I have now in the basket only 5 black balls and 3 red balls. What will be my third trial? What is the probability of getting red ball? Red ball is a probability is getting red ball is a 3 by 8. You see now in my basket only 8 balls. What is the probability of red ball? 3 by 8. What is the probability of black ball is a 5 by 8. Now you see whether it is a Bernoulli's trial or not. Now clearly we'll understand there is a success or failure. This first condition is okay. And what will be the second condition? Probability success or failure. This what is the probability of success or failure? It will be same for all the trials. Here what is the probability of success and failure? Whether it is same for all the trials. This first trial is 5 by 10. Second trial is probability of getting red ball is 4 by 10. Third trial you see is 3 by 8. So failure also changed. Probabilities are changed. So we can say it is not in the Bernoulli's trial. It is not a Bernoulli's trial. Without replacement, in the option we just checked the experiment, then we understood that it is not a Bernoulli's trial. It's independent and identical. These probabilities are all different, not identical, and it is not independent because this trial is depending on this trial. This trial is depending on this trial. That is, what is the probability of this trial? What is this value? Red is depending on this probability. If it is a black ball means here 5 by 9 and here it is a 4 by 9. If I got a black ball means probability of getting red ball is 5 by 9, here it will be a 4. So it is not independent. So it is a dependent. So this two condition is not satisfied. We can say this experiment did not be a Bernoulli's trial. So we understood about the what is the Bernoulli's trial. We should have some success and failure, and all the probability of the success and failure for all the trials should be a equal probability, and it should be a independent and identical. So that is the basic of the Bernoulli's distribution. Hope you understood about the Bernoulli's distribution, how to find out the success and what is the failure outcomes, and what is the mean, what is the variance. Thank you.